What's happening Wednesday? What's happening Wednesday? Hey! Showcasing businesses, entrepreneurs, events in the community with MC, Dury, and PB. That's Bad Boy. We're live every Wednesday after 5. Thank you so much for joining What's Happening Wednesday. It's your girl, MC Doree. And you know what else happens on Wednesday? Our midweek boost. Yes, the doors of the church are open. So come out to 4285 Cleveland Street in Gary, Indiana, and get an awesome boost in faith taught by Dr. Joyce Oliver. Like I said, the doors of the church are open. So come out this Sunday for service. Yes, service, 10:30 a.m., and you will get a life-changing word taught by Dr. Cedric Oliver. In need of faith, increase, healing, will come out every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for your faith and healing message. And we're live. Don't forget, you can watch us live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. What's Happening Wednesday? Appreciate our sponsors. We love you and thank you. Want to be a sponsor on What's Happening Wednesday? No problem. DM me on the What's Happening Wednesday page or email muadery communitypromotion@gmail.com.
Little Lou's Beauty and Barber College, where we help you find your purpose and teach you practical techniques in a diverse hands-on environment. We help perfect your skills in a trade that can lead you to financial independence. Call to enroll now, 219-884-9954. Little Lou's Beauty and Barber College.
For more information and to purchase product, please visit Instagram at Simply Healthy Ways. Looking for a photographer? Need help with videography? How about music? Need someone to do voiceovers? Well, Mixed Up Music Entertainment is for you. Give them a call, 219-525-1044, or email at mumentstudio@gmail.com. MUA offers beauty enhancements, personalized consultations, classes, makeovers, products, and more. And we're excited about our 3-piece Brown Me Baby kit, which is available on muadery.com. But wait, there's more coming from the MUA's makeup line. We have kits specialized for the natural, diva, and glam beauty. It's a part of our Glam Me Baby line. Coming soon. What's Happening Wednesday would like to thank our sponsors. And if you would like to be a sponsor or on the show, DM me on What's Happening Wednesday Facebook page or email muadery communitypromotion@gmail.com. So let's get ready for the show.
Hello, hello, hello. What's happening, y'all? It's your girl, MC Doree. And yes, it's Wednesday, and you already know what's up, what's up, what's up. Hey, y'all, don't forget midweek boost. Join us 7 p.m. But look, let's get through this. Let's go ahead. I have a special guest here that I'm so excited about. Okay, I'm going to read her bio. If you don't know her, you're going to know her today. Okay, do not play, do not play. Let me read this fabulous bio of Miss Laneice McGee. Okay, Laneice McGee, server and leader. I love that. Okay, understanding that growth comes in every season of your journey. She graduated from Fisk University with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in sociology and a master's degree in human services from Springfield College. Laneice is the founder of Future Entrepreneurs Moving Ahead, and an established that looks to motivate youth to be strong, resource driven and goal oriented. Okay, we need that. I'm so excited. Goal oriented entrepreneurs by providing mentorship programs. She is also the co-founder of Big, Beautiful and Blessed. Okay, look, I'm about to join that today. Okay, an organization that looks to promote positive self-image and young women through modeling. She is proud of the accomplishments in her life and would not change any of the lessons that guided her to her path today. Laneice is grateful for the mentors and advisors that have poured in her life, and she reciprocates that to others, which she was given. Okay, because we are servers, okay, but we have to lead. We have to lead. So, without further ado, I'm going to add this beautiful woman to the line. Laneice, are you ready, girl?
How are you? Thank you
Girl,
so much for
are you
having
ready
me
for all
today.
this? Are you ready for all this?
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Wait
Thank you
a
so
minute.
much.
Let's get
Yes,
back to wait a minute, girl. Let's get back to this big, beautiful, and blessed. Cause I'm
yes,
feeling
come
that.
on.
Period.
Yes,
Period. Pooh. Okay.
yes.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Lenise, because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Um, let's start right now. I did read your bio, but in your own words, I want you to tell people who are you?
Who am I? Okay, so I like to be like real, okay, if that's all right. Who am I?
Come on,
I'm just a
come
woman,
through.
right? I'm
Come
just a
through.
woman. I'm a woman who's on a path just to live better, be better than the woman that I was yesterday, right?
Yes.
I am a woman who grew up in a single family home, right?
Mhm.
I'm a woman who sometimes is just still learning from her mistakes from before, and learning how to love herself more. I'm a woman who is learning how to balance life. I
Yes.
am a woman who is an author, who is a speaker, who I'm a director over a job center. I sit on boards. Um, I am passionate about a lot of things, but underneath all those titles, I am just a woman who is loving on God and
Okay.
trying to see myself the way that He sees me. Bottom line, because all those titles could go away tomorrow, right? And
Mhm.
so, at the end of the day, I am just trying to be who God designed me to be, which is His disciple. And so I'm just trying to love myself more and see myself the way that He sees me. And so that is who Laneice McGee is.
I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
Putting it out on the table, being truthful about it. Okay, Miss Lenise, do you have on a headset or
Yes,
earbuds? Okay, so
yes.
what's happening is the only thing is your the mic is hitting your fabulous jewelry. So let's just it
Oh,
was yeah, every time you move. So yep. Just try to put that somewhere so it doesn't hit that and we gonna be good. But we heard everything
alrighty.
you said. I know I heard everything you said. Okay, and with that, and you said you are an author. So please tell us about your
Yes.
fabulous book, honey.
Yes. So I have this book called 7 Day Journey to Discovering and Living Your Purpose, God's Vision, My Hands. I also just co-authored with lovely, beautiful ladies, When the Soul Cries. And we talk
Ooh.
about overcoming domestic violence and other different things in our lives. Beautiful, beautiful stories about women surviving and overcoming, and just their strength is just amazing. But this book here, this book was definitely a download from God just about how to live your life on purpose for His purpose, God's vision, but our hands. And so this was really important that um, with this book, He wanted us to know that He gives us all these vision, He gives us all these talents, but He needs us to execute them. He uses people to bless people. He uses people to
Yes.
speak life into other people. He uses people to build things, to when you go to the doctor, it's a doctor that he uses our hands to make things happen. So that's what the book is about. How do you live your purpose out in these streets?
Okay. Okay. You better put it out there. You better say it out in these streets. Okay.
Yes.
So, for those who are just joining, you've joined What's Happening Wednesday. You already know we live after 5, and it's your girl MC Doree, and I have the fabulous Laneice McGee on the line here. She live, y'all. She lit. I'm loving it. Okay, and right now we're talking about her book. So I'm going to go back to you, Laneice. And I'm going to, Laneice gave me a bio, so I'm very excited about this. And the reason she wrote this book, and I'm going to go ahead and read that. You have on here, you wrote this book to connect people to their God given purpose so that they remember they are here for a reason. I'm not sure. I feel like I get an echo now. Okay. Let's see, for a reason. And it says, you are familiar with the uncertainty of not knowing your purpose, and you wrote this book for that person who also identifies with looking for their why or their what now. You say your purpose is for your perfect reader, your purpose for your perfect reader to open their heart to hear God in a way they have never heard or have before, and open their eyes to seeing life in a way they've never considered. That is a
Yes.
lot. Can you just
Mhm.
elaborate on that? That's a lot, but it's powerful as well.
Yes, because a lot of times we are existing, but we're not living. We're here, we are present, but it's just like, I compare it to if you've driven before and you go to the same place, you almost can go there without even thinking about it. And you'll be like, wow, how did I get here? I wasn't even paying attention to the roads or the signs. I just know how to get here. Hey, Cynthia, love you, love you, love you, love you. And a lot of times some people are living their life like that. They're like, how did I get here? How did I
Mm,
end up here? And that is not God's best for us.
mm-hmm,
He wants us to know where we're going. He has a plan for us. And sometimes we just have not included him in that conversation. And so the book is opening up us to include him back into that conversation, back into our lives. Or if, we might already be like, well, I conversate with him. I talk to him. Well, have you asked him certain questions about, am I living the life that I'm supposed to? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? And if you feel like I'm just existing and I'm not living, then maybe you haven't asked him, am I doing what you designed my hands to do? Because
mm-hmm,
just because we have the capability of doing something, are we supposed to do that? Sometimes it's no, right?
mm-hmm.
And so, really, the book is about hearing the voice of God. So, it's a 7-day journey, and we all have 7 days. We all can dedicate 7 days to hearing the voice of God. And in the 7 days, it will walk you through hearing God's voice to discovering what He wants your hands to do on this journey
Oh, wow.
that we call life, right?
Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. And you know what? In this time, what we have going on now, people are lost. People are lost. They have so many questions. They don't know what's going on. We have fear. We have a lot of things going on, and we have a lot of books out there about purpose. So, but why this one? Could you tell us, Lenise, why this book? Why should we get this book or read this book about purpose?
Well, there are a lot of books about purpose, and I can't really speak upon that one is better than the other. But what I can speak upon is I know that this book was definitely guided by the Holy Spirit, okay?
Okay,
Um,
hallelujah.
because originally I had planned on writing something a little bit different And God had really dropped this into my spirit about people hearing his voice. And so, and the people that have read it already have definitely offered up testimonials about how they have experienced God through this 7-day journey. And so this book is different because this is not a solo project. See, for
Mm,
so much of our life, we try to carry the weight on our own. So, this book is different, is because it's not about you carrying the weight on your own. This book is about you really putting the responsibility back onto the one who created you, back onto the one who knows you best. So, that's why this is different, because this is not just about you. This is about putting the weight back onto the creator who says, I know the plans I have for you, and asking him, Lord, what are those plans? Here I am, Lord, send me. And really being ready and positioning ourselves. Everything is about positioning, right? Positioning ourselves to hear and receive and move forward in that. So if you are ready and if you are willing to go through this 7-day journey, and it's not me that can guarantee. I trust the Lord. I trust what he can do and what he will do through this is just a tool, because the tool has, it's a tool of the book, but then the book has the scriptures. His word is real. His word will become real and living and breathing in your life. And so if you are ready to go on a journey with him and you no longer want to do this journey alone, or maybe sometimes we start off with him and then what we do is we trust him in the beginning, but then we start saying, oh, it's not going how we think it should, and then we start putting our hands on it again. I'm inviting you to invite him back into this conversation.
mm. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about. And I'm not sure. Just double check to make sure that Mike isn't around you because I started hearing something. That's just nothing but the enemy. Anytime you're talking about purpose, uplifting, trying to, what I'm saying, getting people back on track and talking about God, the enemy always try to intervene. But devil, you a lie. So, push on, shoo, 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 shoo. Okay, so, do you ever get tired of talking about purpose or sharing your purpose? Do you ever? I mean, because I had felt the spirit. I felt you getting kind of excited, like you was about to jump. You know what I'm saying? But do you ever get tired of talking about purpose? And what are some questions one should ask themselves as they're going through this journey of finding their purpose? I can hear you. Oh, that's me. That's me. I think you muted your mic. We can't hear you. Unmute your mic. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Hey, hey. So, no, I don't get tired of talking about purpose. Um, because that's what God purposed me to do.
Okay.
So I don't get tired of talking about it because it just excites me to share and to see when people are walking in that which God has called them to do. And so, some questions that people should ask themselves when they are on their journey to discovering their purpose, when they are on their journey to making sure, like, is this what I really want to do? Ask yourself, am I loving what I do? Am I
Yes.
loving what I do? And sometimes we're not always going to love it every single day, but you should not be going into a place and every day you hate it. And
Hmm.
so it's one thing about now, sometimes I don't like all the tasks that I have to do, but I love what I do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So there are tasks that come along with whatever we do, and we might not enjoy every task that comes along with it. But generally, do you love what you do? Do you find it that it brings you excitement, it brings you joy, it brings you peace, and it's not just tied to a money thing,
Hmm.
okay?
Hmm.
Because money can go away. We know we hear the stories of people who are wealthy and still miserable. So we know that money is
Exactly.
not the answer, not the answer to happiness.
Hmm.
Okay. And then the next question: ask yourself, are you investing time with the right people? Mm,
Mm.
who are you hanging around with?
Okay.
This
Okay.
is so important on your journey to purpose, on your journey to where God has you going. It's so important to who you invest your time with, because it's an investment. So as you are investing your hands into what you're going to do, choose wisely who you invest your time with. You don't have time to be wasting your time with people who are not going to fill you on your purpose, on your journey purpose. Now, I don't know. I'm a little bit older. This is wisdom here. I spent enough time of my life on things that just was, you know, that where I can talk now that it was not a good investment of my time. So
Mhm.
we don't have time to just waste time. So be wise about who you're investing your time with. Look at how is this a return on what I'm trying to do in life. Really
Mhm.
look at that and look at the situations on, okay, what do we talk about all the time? What do we do? You know, how is this beneficial? And then ask yourself, am I staying in my strength zone?
Mm.
Now, it's okay to challenge yourself and push yourself, but most likely you're going to use most of your strengths.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you're not using most of your strengths and everything you do is just a challenge and like very, very difficult and hard all the time, then you have to ask yourself, is this my purpose? Because if you're always challenged and you're not finding, if you're challenged all the time, you're not going to find a lot of pleasure in it. You're eventually going to
Yes.
become discouraged because you're always challenged by it.
Mhm.
Okay, so you should be challenged a little bit, but not all the time. So be mindful of that. And that goes back to what I'm saying. Just because you can do it don't mean that you should. And
Okay.
sometimes we need to release some things. And I need to somebody else can do this. I'm spending too much time on this just because I can do it. I don't need to do that. My strength needs to be over here. My hands
Mhm.
needs to be working on this. Were you gonna say something? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, no,
Oh,
I
okay.
was not.
And we need to make sure we're taking care of today. It's yes, tomorrow is important. Yes, we need to save. Yes, we need to do that. But a lot of things, even when it comes to self care, and I'm speaking from experience, I'm speaking from a woman that is, still struggles with balance. We sometimes don't take care of today because we're so worried about tomorrow.
Mm.
We're so worried about tomorrow. But what
Mhm.
about today? Have I loved myself today? Have I loved my neighbor today? Have I loved the gifting that I have today? Have I
Mhm.
taken care of today? Because if I take care of today, then I'm prepared for tomorrow. But sometimes
Okay.
we don't even take care of today. And
Girl, look now.
the final thing is what I'm doing pleasing God. That's the
Mhm.
final and the first thing. If what I'm doing is in pleasing God, then I'm definitely not doing my purpose anyway. So scrap that, start over.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, I
Yes,
feel you. Yes, I love that. And for those who are just joining us or coming in, it's your girl MC Doree. I want to thank you for joining us with What's Happening Wednesday. We had this purpose-filled woman on the line, Miss Laneice McGee, honey, and she is not playing. She's giving it to you straight, and I love it. I love it. Okay, and we're talking about her book. Okay, Laneice, tell us the name of that book again, lady.
yes, 7 day journey 7 day journey to discovering your purpose. God's vision, my hands.
Yes. Okay, and
Yes,
let me say this. Okay, so we have now your Laneice McGee, and then you have your name up there as Laneice Leeds. Tell us, what
yes,
is this Laneice Leeds all about, woman? Tell us this.
yes. I call it Laneice leads because I have different things that I lead, different things that I'm passionate about. My name is Laneice McGee, but Laneice leads several different things. As you mentioned, big, beautiful, and blessed. I lead that. I'm the co-founder. I lead future entrepreneurs moving ahead, which is the youth program where we mentor youth. I also lead a networking group, Christian Connection. I'm a leader in a speaker circle group. I'm a leader in my field of work. So Laneice leads.
Okay.
But most importantly, I need to lead my life like Christ. So at the end of the day, that's the number one thing I need to lead. If I lead in that area, I'm good. But
Okay.
everything, I mean, you can't be so heavenly, focused, earthly good. So, I
Mhm.
understand that. And so I try to make sure that I'm aligned naturally, first the natural, then the spiritual, right? So I have to or the other way around, so that I'm all lined up and I'm all good because I know that we live in this world,
Mhm.
right? And so that's why I call myself Laneice Leeds.
I love it. I love it. And The enemy just gets on my nerve. I bind him in the name of Jesus. But okay, Lanice, so hey, I had a question for you real quick. Okay, so you just said all of this, and one of my questions always is, how do you think you impact your community? And basically you just answered that with, with Lanice leads. But is there something else we may not know, or that you did not just say or speak about, on how you believe what you do in purpose impacts your community?
Well, I think most importantly, just being myself. Um, and being vulnerable. It definitely, if you've ever attended any big, beautiful, and blessed events, if you ever got our calendar, read the stories, like we're vulnerable. We tell things that we've been through and things that we've overcome. If you've ever heard me speak before, I share personal things and personal journeys. I am loving myself as I am while I'm coming the woman I'm yet to become. That's what I said. I have to love the woman I am while I'm coming the woman I'm yet to become, right? And so in
Wow.
loving myself in this point, I have to be vulnerable sometimes to share the things that maybe it used to be like I might have been embarrassed or ashamed of. But you know what? I cannot allow that shame to overshadow where I'm going because it's
Mm.
what it's in my past. And it no longer has the power over me. And so I think impactful to my community or impactful to those that may be connected to me just by being vulnerable and honest in the situations when they call for
That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Um, Devil, stop. Because a lot of times, like you said, one of the biggest things you said is basically loving who you are as you evolve. We're
that.
ever evolving. We're ever changing.
Yeah.
We're not the same. A lot of times, I mean, we could do a miraculous change from Monday to Friday, because we're constantly growing. And if we have that spirit of growth, growing in the Lord, constantly allowing our Holy Spirit to lead and guide us, and as God gives us instruction, we are constantly evolving. And a lot of times, how we will increase the kingdom is being able to disclose what we want to call secrets. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Hmm.
want anybody to know this, but that testimony can deliver and set free someone. That what you're trying to hide is actually the breakthrough for someone. So I love that. I love how you say, and I love how you say you're becoming the woman. You're becoming, because we're constantly becoming, we're constantly changing. For those who have just joined, I want you, do not forget, put your cash app in the right down below, right down below. You may receive a financial blessing from What's Happening Wednesday. So do not forget, before this program ends, put your cash app down below. Thank everyone for who's joining. And if you have any questions for Laneice Leeds, make sure you put those in the comments right now too. Type it in the comments if you have any questions for her. One question we do have: how can we get this fabulous book?
Yes, you can visit my website at LaneisLeads.com. LaneisLeads.com. And you will be able to pick it up there.
Okay, so
Hmm.
straight from the website. I like that. Straight from the
Hmm.
website. Okay. And so you co-wrote a book, you're author, you're a leader in your community. What is next for Laneice McGee?
Yeah, so what is next? Well, God will let me know. Well, there's some things that we want to do within Big, Beautiful, and Blessed because right now we actually we normally meet in person and do our event um, in person. So now we're trying to see how to transition that to a virtual world. And so that's kind of what we're focusing on right now. So that is going to be coming up. And I'm working with someone else on a big reveal on another project. So that will be coming up for me. So just kind of keep on the lookout. If you follow me on Laneice Leads, my Facebook page, you'll see all the different things that I have coming up. And really, the most important thing that I have coming up is just honoring myself, honoring the people around me, and honoring God at the same time. And so that's constantly going to be on my calendar.
Okay, all right. I love that. I love that. So don't forget that you are able to connect. You are able to get the book on Laneice Leeds, www.laniceleeds.com. You're able to purchase the book. Also, you're able to follow her on her Facebook page. Okay, so you're able to follow her on her Facebook page, Laneice McGee. Also, so do you have a Facebook page, Laneice Leeds, as well?
Yes, Laneice
Okay.
Lee. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Laneice Leeds on Instagram. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically, everything you got going on will be on those social media connections there. Okay, so last question I have for you is, how do people get and stay connected to themselves in their life calling? How do you stay connected, especially when you got so many things going on, so many distractions? What is something that you can give your listening audience on how to stay connected?
Well, the most important thing to stay connected is the word says that I am divine. And so we have to stay connected to the vine. Really, that's the answer. He is the answer. And so and sometimes when we feel like we don't feel him, we feel like we don't hear him, that's when we feel disconnected. But we have to remember that our emotions are not always um, giving us the best reality check. And so it's not based on how I feel, it's based on the reality of what God has shown up and shown us time and time again. And so the best way to stay connected to your purpose, to stay connected to what you are supposed to do, is really just staying connected to the vine, which is God. And so that is the best answer, because we can listen to the opinions of others, which is fine. We can read as many books, even this book, fine. But at the end of the day, if you don't get this book, as long as you get his book, as long as you spend some time with him, that's literally what you have to do. And staying connected to him is the number one and most important thing that you can ever do. And so he is the answer.
All right, and that's what I'm talking about, and that's how you end it, honey. Period. Okay, he
Yeah.
is the answer. He is the answer. Laneice, I want to thank you so much for your time. This has been very encouraging, inspiring. I had a good time, girl, and I love it. You
Yes.
said I'm just gonna come through. I'm gonna come through straight from the cuff. I'm gonna tell you what's going on, and
I
I
want to
love
thank
it.
you too. And I want to just say, whoever is listening today, I just feel this in my heart. I wish you would drop your Cash App in the chat. Whoever has watched this show, and sometimes um, she blesses people on Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know. This is my first time meeting her. And so sometimes we don't know how much work that it goes in. You might be saying, oh, this is Facebook Live. But a person who organizes something and they do it consistently, try to do something consistently on top of your regular job, on top of having a family, on top of everything that you have going on. The
Yes,
fact that she
yes.
has been doing this consistently every week, been giving out cash apps, doing all this, sometimes the person who is bringing, she said her goal is to bring the community together, bring resources to people. Sometimes they need encouragement too. So if you would go ahead and drop your own cash app in there, and if you guys are watching this, I don't care if it's $1, I don't care if it's $5, send her a cash app and say, we see you.
Oh my
Say thank
goodness.
you. Say something to encourage her, because sometimes the person who is bringing it to you, they need the encouragement to continue on, to keep telling you what's happening.
Okay.
Because sometimes they don't feel like telling you what's happening, okay? I don't know what's going on in their heart today. I understand what it takes to get to gather people, to put on the show, to get the flyers together. It's a lot behind the scenes. It's not just popping up here and showing up and making sure that everything goes off without a hitch. And so it's okay to encourage the person who puts it together. All right. It's okay to show them some love too. So whether you're watching this live or you watch the replay, it's okay to say, hey, you know what? We see you. We love you. Because guess what? God uses people. God uses people to bless other people. And maybe he touching your heart right now to bless her. Maybe you watched this before and something she said encouraged your heart. Somebody she brought a resource that you never knew about. Just say thank you.
Oh
That's
my
all. So
God.
I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody that took the time out of your day, because you invested your time and
Hmm.
chose to listen. And so that was an investment. And I don't take it
Yes.
lightly that you invested your time today on the What Happened in Wednesday to listen to your girl over there that you've been listening to, and Laneice that you may never have met before. So I send a blessing to you all from my heart to yours.
Oh my God. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And God is so awesome. God is so awesome. Cuz you're right. He and one of my coin phrases is we're not here for ourselves but each other. And what you said is so true, and like, whew, girl, okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. um I just want to say thank you for that, and God is so awesome. And yes, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna keep on
Amen.
keeping on, because
Yes.
in purpose, when you're in purpose, it shouldn't be no stopping. It's no stopping, especially like you said, stay connected to the vine. When we're
Mm-hmm.
connected to the vine, there's no stopping. We may want to stop, but there's no stopping. We're consistently pushing, and we do need each other for that. I think once we understand that, we will be so much better off.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding it does not matter where you're from, we need each other. He created us that way. He created us that way, that we need each other to keep this going. So, Miss Laneice Leeds, I want to thank you so much again for
Thank you.
joining. I want to thank you for all your encouragement. All that you've given us, this book and what you're doing. And girl, for real now, I might have to contact you on this big, beautiful, and blessed. Cause
All
baby, now
right.
I want to be them three B's, baby. I want
Hey.
them three B's, baby. They doing something to me. So, I'm liking that. So, yes, I hope I know we will stay connected and do some things in the future.
Mhm.
I love this because even with people I've had on the show that I know them, we've talked and we've done this. When it comes to the What's Happening Wednesday, and we start talking about purpose, who we are, why are we here, I always get another side to that individual, and I grow. I feel like I grow spiritually all the
Mhm.
time. So thank you for imparting in me,
Thank
big,
you.
beautiful, blessed woman of God. You keep leading your community, okay?
Mhm.
And if there is any last words for your listening audience, I need you to give it to them right
Mhm.
now.
I just want to say, live your purpose on purpose for His purpose, and allow Him to use your hands. He wants to. All you need to do is say yes.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. Goodbye to you. Thank you again. Thank you so much. And I will keep in touch.
Hey.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much again for watching What's Happening Wednesday, joining What's Happening Wednesday today. This has been an awesome show. It's always an awesome show. God is so faithful. But we definitely want to thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just hitting some of you guys comments on here. Okay, so but thank you so much. And I once again, if you are able to, if you want to get out, come join us 7 p.m. 4285 Cleveland Street, Gary, Indiana. Come join us. Okay, come join us at 7 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and give you the outro to What's Happening Wednesday. Please join us again next week. We're going to have an awesome show. You never know who will be here. And please show that you care. Share this video. Share this video, guys. And if you want to be on the show, don't hesitate. Go straight directly to the What's Happening Wednesday page and book your slot so you can be here after 5. And we are about to be out.